Do you believe that games can hide dark secrets? And what if they could invade your real life? Today, I bring you 3 chilling stories from gamers who lived through real-life nightmares. Stories that, to this day, no one has been able to explain. Get ready for the unexpected, because this journey is not for the faint of heart. Let's start with a story about a game that should have never been played. Chapter 1. The Game Forgotten in Time. Mark was an obsessive collector of vintage games. At a flea market, he came across a peculiar cartridge. No cover, no title, and a worn-out label that simply read Emma. Intrigued, he bought it. As soon as he started the game, something fell off. There was no logo or main menu, just a text that read, "Welcome, Mark." He was in shock. How did the game know his name? With each level, the game grew more strange. The stages recreated places from Mark's childhood, the playground where he used to play, the school he attended. But something was off. Everything was empty and desolate, as if it were a twisted memory. The worst happened in the final level. Mark watched as his character was chased by a dark figure. The scene unfolded on a cliff, where the character fell. The game froze, and in red letters it appeared, "You will fall too." The next day, as Mark was walking to work, he recognized the cliff scene from the game. He disappeared that same day. Months later, the cartridge was found again at another flea market, waiting for the next victim. Our next story involves an online game server that should have stayed shut down. Chapter 2. The Curse Server. Lucas, Amanda, Jorge, and Marina loved exploring obscure online game servers. One night, they found a private server that seemed abandoned, called Null. Curious, they joined. The server was desolate, with broken graphics and NPCs strangely still. At first, everything seemed just poorly made until the NPCs started speaking. At first, they murmured incoherent phrases. Then, they began calling the players by their real names. The friends were terrified, but decided to keep exploring. That's when they noticed something even more unsettling. The NPCs were mimicking their movements in real time, as if they were mirrors. Suddenly, the friends' faces appeared on the NPC avatars. They tried to disconnect, but the server froze. The game was unresponsive, and their characters were consumed by an ever-growing darkness. The next morning, none of the friends could delete the server files from their computers. To this day, Null remains active, waiting for new unsuspecting players. To wrap up, we have the story of a streamer who discovered that we're not always alone during a live stream. Chapter 3. The Streamer and the Invisible Viewer. Lucas was a rising streamer, known for playing horror titles. During one of his live streams, a user named iWatcher joined the chat, sending strange messages. At first, Lucas thought it was a prank from a viewer, but everything changed when iWatcher described events happening in his house in real time, like the sound of knocking on the door. When he returned to the computer, iWatcher sent another message. It wasn't the door. Lucas began to panic as the chat erupted with concern. The live stream was cut off by a loud noise, followed by the screen going dark. Lucas disappeared for 2 days. When he returned, he refused to talk about what had happened. iWatcher still appears in other streamers' live chats, sending the same chilling messages. Who will be the next target? These 3 stories make us wonder, what if games, or those who play them, hide secrets we were never meant to uncover? How far would you go out of curiosity? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Have you ever experienced something scary while gaming? We can't wait to hear your story.